Yeah, pride to me means breaking through,
Pride is the confidence that you could build.
being recognized as an equal to everyone else, so that everyone in the community can have the same potential to achieve their dreams and they get to love who they want to love.
I can celebrate myself and the fact that I'm an openly gay man. I don't have to hide my identity and I can be myself in all aspects of my life.
Really being able to love my family openly and freely, just like everyone else in the world should be, without hiding.
It's about banding together, about being part of a community, being part of something bigger than yourself, and showing up and letting people see you for who you are.
It's a celebration of how far our community has come, but it's also a reminder of how far we still need to go.
Pride means no longer feeling lesser than that person next to me because laws only protect some, but not all of us.
We wouldn't be where we are today without the sacrifices and struggles made by previous generations. And now it's up to us to continue that fight and help protect future generations of the LGBTQ plus community.
Just to be accepted or not, quietly.
It's the same way that I think about being a Latino, and I don't seek acceptance in the community. I just am part of the community. I am, therefore I am part of the community.
It wasn't a singular light switch moment or super gradual. It was kind of a mix of the two.
I knew I was new, that I felt differently, but I never shared that or opened up about it. And it was something that was important to me, but it was something I just never wanted to say out loud, and I kind of just pushed it to the back.
I think the moment that I truly felt welcome in the LGBT plus community was when I moved to Orlando. I had spent most of my life in the closet, so I came out what I would consider as pretty late in my life.
So I came out to my family when I was 21, and despite the fact that everyone does have their own journey, I kind of felt like I arrived late to a party. So in the beginning, I felt like I needed to rush and cram in all these, quote unquote, vital growing up experiences since I was already an adult.
It just always felt like let other people tell their story and kind of hold mine close to me. And then as I got older, I realized that it's almost like I couldn't do that anymore. And it wasn't until I started to slowly come out to my friends that kind of started to catch on. But it was when my dad turned to me and he asked me one day, he said, are you gay? And as soon as he asked me that, it was almost immediate relief that I felt. And I just said, yes. And I with no hesitancy. And I think for me, that was when the gate opened for me. That was the most probably pivotal moment of my life, of when I really kind of allowed myself to be myself and express who I am and just be open in every single way.
And a big part of that was when I eventually started working for Disney. That's the first time I really felt that in the workplace, and it was immediate. On my first day of work, someone came up to my desk and said, "Oh my gosh, I was at your wedding." And I was like, what? Because I had a beach wedding with my wife, a ceremony, but we also actually got married legally on the day it became legal in our county in Florida by the mayor and on the steps of City Hall. And he was talking about that. And I was like, man, this is so cool. Like, I can truly be myself. Not only am I surrounded by people who shared in my love, but they're just talking about it openly in the middle of the workplace and in front of everyone. I just thought that was so cool.
I realized that I had slowly built up this community of friends that have become family, who love me and not only accept me, but encourage me to be myself.
And I always felt accepted. I think I was my worst enemy. I held this in for so long. And I absolutely wish that I didn't. If I could turn back time, I would have.
Great things can come out of scary moments.
Let people see you.
Things will continue to get better. And you should surround yourself with people that allow you, or at least don't hold you back from being who you truly are.
There's a lot of times in our life where we're going to be presented with a choice or a situation that makes us nervous to move forward.
Be open. People are going to love you no matter what. And I know that's not everyone's story, but the only thing that I could control is myself and the way that I interact and the people, the relationships that I have and the way that I spend my time.
These are the moments that help define us and give us the tools to grow as people. Forcing yourself to have at least 1 minute of bravery and engaging in these scary moments can give us the experiences and introduce us to people we never thought or even dreamed we would have in our life.
You are not alone. You are one of a kind. Don't sell yourself short. Be you, be yourself. Don't try to be different to feel accepted. If people do not accept you, why would you want them to be part of your experience? Move on. You are too valuable to allow anyone to put you down so that they can feel better about their empty lives.
While facing these kinds of experiences are never easy, they're always worthwhile because they help make you, you, and being you is always the most important thing.
And so just remember how important you are.